Hello, hello. Welcome to Kramer and Jess Uncensored, the podcast.
Yay.
I'm so tired today, man. These are either really good or really bad. I'm not sure which way this is going to go today. Let's get a little loosey-goosey. Episode 109. Thank you so much for being here. That means we have 108 other episodes you can go check out. You can like, you can subscribe, you can leave a comment. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
You can also watch this live on YouTube. We got an awesome family that gathers around on Wednesdays to watch this thing live.
Happy International Women's Day.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm heading towards it's going to be really bad today. What do I?
Why?
I was going to say, why?
YouTube, you can search as Kramer and Jess and watch us over there. Good morning to Erica. Erica, thank you for the nice sentiment starting the show off. She said, Kramer, I'm sending you the biggest hug. I can't imagine what you're going through, but just know that you're loved, and Kiki is so loved too. Hugging my fur babies extra tight this week. Yeah, so if you have not been caught up on the news yet, my dog passed away last week. It was a week ago, and it was so sad, man. I'm gonna tell you what, and we can I've told the story, and we won't. There's 1,000 other ways to listen to the story, so I won't really get too much into it. But you can imagine how hard it is. Have you guys ever seen like a dead anything before?
Yes.
Yes.
And like, so what was your what'd you see dead, and like how'd that affect you? Because this is the first thing I've ever like known and loved.
Yeah.
It wasn't like at a funeral, but like I walked in.
Oh man.
Is it gonna get emotional now?
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it's gonna be really good or really bad. I had choice really bad. Who was it?
It was my grandpa. I was in the room when he died.
Damn.
And
so he was like alive and then he died?
He was on a ventilator, and we had to make the decision because it was basically we had to make the decision. He wasn't himself anymore.
Yeah.
And basically, taking him off the breathing machine, and there was a group of us that went inside the room, and we had to like say goodbye and watch him stop breathing.
How old were you for that?
17.
That's so young.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish you weren't there for that? Like as a parent, if you had a 17-year-old, would you be like, nah, don't be here for that? Or was that something like you wanted and thought was good for you to be there? I don't know what the right way to handle that is.
I felt like I needed to be there. He was my favorite. He is my favorite person in the whole world.
Yeah.
And we had such a special relationship and such a special bond that I felt like I wanted to be there until the very last second that he could be with me in the physical world. And it is one of the hardest and toughest memories that I have.
I can't imagine.
And it was one of the toughest things that we've ever gone through. But I felt like I wanted to be with my family too, because it was a moment that we all suffered together.
Yeah.
And all of us being in that room, we went through that together.
It's tough. Hassan, who'd you see and I'm not talking like at a funeral, but you actually saw somebody passed away that like in the moment?
My uncle.
Yeah.
My uncle, he had, I was 18. He had a stroke at my house. We was about to go to a basketball game. He had a stroke, and then we took him to the hospital, put him on life support. We had to take him off of it, and that's when he left.
Damn, man. That's tough. So
18.
like Kiki was like the first thing, and obviously my story doesn't hold a candle to you guys anymore, but
no, but I've seen dead animals.
But too, like walking in and like seeing your dog dead is like really messed up, man. It's like having to like pick up your dead dog is like there's something that's very nurturing about it. It feels very much like, let me take care of you. Like, you gave me so much. Let me go like help you get, finally rest.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a part, man, that's just like, it's so fucked up in so many ways. Like having to like seeing their face. Right. And like her eyes were still open. Her mouth was like kind of open, and like, I tried to close her eyes and they wouldn't close. And like, it was it was tough. It was tough in a lot of ways, but it was also kind of special because I got to like hold her one more time and like,
and she was warm.
Yeah. So like, it was like a part of it was kind of like a special thing about it. But thank you for anyone that's reached out. I really, really, really appreciate that because it was super hard. One of the post-divorce, well, I don't know. There's been so much shit the last 5 years. It's all been kind of hard, but it was hard. And probably, I mean, if you think about it, because Kiki was my longest running relationship post-divorce. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
I've had anyone in my life every day consistently. You're probably actually the next person, so don't die. Yeah, seriously, I think after Kiki, you're probably my most consistent thing that I've had on the daily
Oh,
since, because we've
I
worked
feel
together
like-
for 8
I
years.
feel like your teddy bear or
And
something.
you are. I mean, seriously, you've been
That's
my
cute.
constant. Like, you and Kiki have really been like the only thing. Like, what else has been constant since then?
Yeah,
Nothing.
like an everyday thing.
Yeah, that I've seen. If someone I've seen at least 5 days a week.
That's right. Who been here? Who been here?
I want to talk something out though, because I told Jess I even feel guilty saying this, but I feel like there's been one thing that's been really, really hard about this. And I don't want to come across like a dick right now, but I got to just be honest with you about how some of this stuff has made me feel. What I found, and I don't know because I haven't had somebody, my grandma passed away in 2015. I can't really remember how the whole thing went. So Kiki, I mean, Wiggy, my other Schwaba died. And I don't really remember if how that was the same sentiment or not, but like it was like overwhelming amount of support that came in. And that part felt awesome. I'm really struggling though with how are we supposed to help people that are grieving? Because going through, I would say 70% of the comments that I got, which like, Erica, awesome, great comment. Makes me feel like heard, understood, like can't imagine what she's going through. Like I just read, so loved, love it. That's great. Like that's to me feels supportive. I can't tell you though how many messages, comments, whatever, went a little something like this. And they went like, hey, Kramer, I just want to reach out and say, I'm really sorry about your dog, Kiki. I know exactly what you're going through. My dog was shot in the forehead 6 months ago. And it's like the saddest thing that I've ever been through my whole entire life. And I'm still not even like, every day I cry about it so hard. Anyway, I'm so sorry to hear about Kiki.
I agree with you. I don't know how to deal with that either. Like, why are you trying to trample my grief?
I don't even know if it's trumping.
I don't think it's trumping. I think it's relating.
Those are two different scenarios.
Well, I'm just saying everyone
just
wanted
to let
come
you
to
know
me,
that they understand your grief. I feel like,
but it was so hard. I gotta be honest. Like after a while, it was like so. I had to like stop reading comments.
It's basically just depressing you even more hearing all the sad
so
dog
much.
stories.
And like everyone's so close to their pet, and I'm just wondering, like, when it comes to this kind of thing, like, do we need to stay more conscious of what we're saying? Because obviously I'm super fucking vulnerable, right? Like I'm already feeling like shit. And so when you come in and like you're over here and you're like, hey, here's another really sad story for you. It was like overwhelming to a point where I had to stop reading stuff because it just got so emotional for me.
Sad.
Like, am I a dick for saying that? Or do we need to like analyze the way that like we and I get it, because I get it. I can't say that naturally I wouldn't do the same thing.
You would do the same thing.
If like
because whenever we talk about shit, the first thing you do is like, I hear you because when XYZ happened to me, blah, 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 blah.
Like imagine when your grandfather passed away. I don't want to go back there, but imagine if I just came to you and I told you another like really sad story about.
Well, I think it's the natural way of trying to connect to someone who's grieving. I also feel like I don't think you should say that you're a dick, because I think everyone grieves in different ways. I know, like for me, for when I was going through all the shit, like with my body and like with my period and stuff, when women would reach out to me and tell me their stories, it would make me feel less alone.
Okay.
Okay.
But not anxious at all. Like, because I'm sure some of those stories had to be like,
I mean, yes and no, because some of them were fucked up.
Yeah.
But I think like it made me feel like someone could actually relate to the feeling, because it's way different me telling you guys what I'm going through and how I'm feeling versus talking to a female that's gone through the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's different. So I think that's where they're coming from. But I can understand with you having it being done on like a bigger scale and having to read like sad story after sad story, like back to back to back to back, can be overwhelming.
I'm just wondering if we have to just like, and again, I do not want to come across as in like unappreciative of any comment, because honestly, like I can't tell you how supported I felt probably through anything. I'm trying to think through even the divorce stuff. I think the pet thing was bigger because so many people have been through it.
Yeah.
So like the outpour of.
Oh, it's also I think with Kiki, it's a different situation. It's like not comparable to the divorce because it's like you said, Kiki was the most constant thing you've had in your life. Like she was there through the divorce. She was there through the loss of your job. She was there through the move. So
but I think too, because probably more people can relate to a pet loss than can relate to a divorce. So there's probably more people being able to say, I know what this feels like.
But everybody grieves differently. Like I just read, someone posted something on their story. She lost her mom and she was like, I hate it when people tell me she's in a better place. That's how she feels.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of people feel that way.
That's weird because I like hearing that. I like hearing like the Rainbow Bridge stuff. I thought that was all really nice.
Right.
But I just had a really hard time eventually going through, and I had to stop going through messages and comments because it just it went from like heavy to like heavier. So I just don't know. Do we need to be? I was going to try to call Leah, but she just woke up. I didn't know if there was like a way. Let me see.
What, a way to let people know that you don't want that?
No. I'm saying like, do we need to be more cognizant of this kind of stuff when we're talking to people that are grieving? Because, or do most people feel that way? Or am I the only person that's like, this made me feel heavier? Would most people feel better that way? Whereas I was feeling heavier and heavier.
I think that like what you said earlier, you said the natural thing is for you to say something so you can relate to that person. You do it. I do it. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a matter of like also acknowledging that everyone goes through that phase differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think you can like fault them because a lot of people don't know any other way. And also it's a very uncomfortable experience trying to speak to someone who's grieving.
That's
so everyone's just doing their best.
That's true. That's true. Well, listen, man, I know there's a lot of pain out there when it comes to pet loss. That's for sure. And it sucks. Like it's been really, really, really sad. I went to go pick up her ashes yesterday, and it wasn't as awkward as I thought it was going to be. It's really weird to see. I mean, it's the actual act of it is as awkward, but the people there have obviously done it 100,000 times. The vets, it wasn't like they weren't like
it's nothing,
not their first rodeo,
right? But
like walking in and like them like reaching up and grabbing your pet in like a bag was just kind of like, oh, well, this is different. This is strange. But now it's like it's done, and I don't think there's anything else that has to get wrapped up with that situation more than just it's just weird. There's so many thought processes that like aren't the same anymore. There's no more like, oh, what time is it? I got to feed Kiki, or like for example, it's like for today, I have therapy after this. And so typically I'd have to be, I even thought like, oh shit, I got to run home and feed Kiki really quick before I go. And I'm like, no, I don't. Like she's not, it's not there anymore. Let me call Leah really quick and get her take on this. Cause I just want to see if that's, Leah, by the way, is my friend who is a therapist. And we tell them the phone situation, why it's so annoying.
What?
We tell them why it's so annoying to dial this phone sometimes.
Our phone just sucks.
Like you literally have 7 seconds.
Yeah, 7 seconds
to dial the whole number, and if you don't,
work.
it freaks out.
And not only that, like when you have things on hold, it's just a
little messy. She's got one chance to answer this. Hi. Okay, I just shared that one of the harder parts about Kiki passing away was like reading all, like everyone, like not everyone, I would say 70% of people wanted to like share their experience too of their pet passing.
Yeah.
And it like made me feel heavier by doing it, and by like reading all these stories about pets passing. And so in your opinion, is that like when you're like, does that need to be said? Like, is that when you're talking to somebody that's grieving, do you have any feedback on like, should you say, because I kind of feel like a dick. There's a part of me that feels like a dick because I'm like, I shouldn't be like feeling any kind of, like, these people are obviously out of the kindness of their hearts reaching out, but for some reason I'm feeling heavier by reading it.
Are they sharing you like the stories, like details?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame you, like, especially when you're like literally going through it right now.
Yeah.
To hear more and more loss on top of what you've already lost is difficult. I think it's well intentioned, right?
Yes.
And because of you having this platform, this personality, everyone's like kind of like, I get it, I understand, this is what I've been through. It's like normalizing it, but I would feel similarly.
Okay. And Leah's right about everything. So that's, you've never been wrong a day in your life.
Never. I've never been wrong.
I just didn't know, like, is that, would you, because you and I have talked about the concept of trauma dumping. Would you consider that a trauma dump, or is that not a trauma dump?
No, because I think they're trying to relate, like, and this happens too with, I'll have clients lose like a parent, you know, like a loved one, and they'll have people that will also say, I get it. It's like, and that's like you're like, I lost someone. And it's not being you're not trying to be insensitive, but when you're going through it, and you don't really have space all the time for everyone else's shit. And it's not because you don't care. It's like in that moment, like I can't imagine I can't imagine losing Lucy and then everyone just saying, I lost my dog. I like that would be, I guess it wouldn't be helpful in the moment. I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't off the mark on
Well, does Jess disagree?
No, I agree.
No.
No. I usually feel like I'm like mediating an argument, and that I call a winner and a loser.
Seriously.
I'm like battling this with myself because I felt bad for not being able to like read and respond to more comments, but I was just feeling heavier and heavier by like reading all these stories, you know?
No, I wouldn't either.
Okay.
I really wouldn't. I know it's different than a parent, but like I think when you're in it, and you don't have the capacity to like to send your own condolences to someone else in that moment. Right.
And that's what I felt myself doing. Is like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for your loss. And then I'm like, this is really hard to do in the middle of like all this.
No, I don't blame you. Leah, you're not a bad person today.
Leah and I have a new podcast coming out called Healthy as Shit.
Do you really?
It's on the drawing board.
I think wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
That's a great title.
My thought is that we just read like text messages, not just just like between like family members, and like just like hear scenarios, and then Kramer will probably say it's healthy, and I'll probably say it's not healthy.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
And it's on the drawing board.
That's it.
If anybody steals that idea, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
Oh, that's super cute. You guys should do that.
Leah, plug your stuff. You might as well. Thanks for spending 30 seconds on the phone with us. It's worth it
right now.
Yeah.
You can find me on. It's early. You can find me on Instagram at Her True Empowerment. For all the things.
So
that's fine. All right, thank you.
I had a long day yesterday. Just getting to my coffee right now.
Girl, thank you for this.
It shows.
Yeah, nothing like talking to you two first thing in the morning.
Don't you enjoy it?
I love it.
Yep,
love it. Wouldn't change it.
Goodbye.
All right, you two have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
You like wearing these period diapers now? Like, hang on, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back here. We're gonna totally change gears, because Jess is speaking of changing gears, is exactly what's happened in her panties.
Ew.
Oh. Ew.
Are we back on?
Now we're back on.
Happy International Women's Day! And if you want to wear a period diaper, bitch, go ahead and wear a damn period diaper.
You know how many women had to fight so you could wear that period damn diaper, Jessica?
Women still fighting. Still fighting, trying to make periods regular. For real. We stay fighting.
We got to do an update on your you've had a change of pace or a change of heart.
Yeah, man. So at first, I know you guys heard me really upset about having to wear a diaper after my procedure, because of after my procedure I wasn't allowed to use tampons or like anything for 2 weeks, and the diaper thing was really difficult. It was like uncomfortable.
You were mad,
and I hated it. I felt disgusting, and I was really going through it. And then 1 week I'm like hating it, and then the second week, you get used to it. You're like, time for my diaper, put it on. It becomes part of your routine. And then I was like, hold up, this is kind of nice. Now I'm only talking about wearing the diapers at nighttime, because when at nighttime, when you're wearing like a pad, it's like really big, it's super thick, and it's really fucking annoying. And every time you go to the bathroom, when you're walking around, it's like,
oh God.
It's like moving back.
Yeah,
and forth.
It has to.
Or you got to wear like certain underwear, like everyone has like period underwear to like keep that shit in from like moving. You know what I mean?
Wear, just so we can understand, you wore, it would be like the period, the diaper, and then the underwear.
No. The thing is, if it's the diaper, it's just the diaper and then like shorts.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
So but I could see how they'd be a little bunchy, possibly, if you're used to wearing normal underwear.
Well, but the thing is like, no, but no matter what, like it's even worse. Like with the pad, it's almost like you have the pad and then the underwear, and then like certain underwear or certain shorts to keep it in place so it doesn't move. Because if you're walking and the pad is like half of your ass, then it's not doing anything. It's like it moves around. I'm serious. And
Oh,
so
wow.
then
We're learning a lot. I didn't think about like the pad moving around. I didn't
it
think
moves
about that.
around.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay in place.
Yeah.
And then there's like sticky parts on it, but it doesn't do shit.
I thought it had like a sticky app, like
The wings
adhesive
don't
part.
fucking
Down.
they don't fucking work.
Oh, is that
Oh,
what
okay.
wings are? Is that what they're there for?
You're supposed to put it around your underwear, and sometimes it stays and sometimes
Oh.
it doesn't. And if you're sleeping and you're moving around, you wake up and you're like, well, fuck, there goes another fucking pair of sheets because obviously this pad isn't doing what it's supposed to do. So I put on this diaper and I was like, wow, this freedom here is like
So wait,
fantastic.
you mean you prefer to wear the whole period diaper versus a pad
at nighttime.
at night? Can you wear tampons at night or you can't?
You shouldn't.
Okay.
There's a certain amount of. I mean, first of all, tampons are not healthy for you. Like depending on the. I mean,
After so many hours,
it's just not good.
Yeah. Right.
And so you shouldn't leave your tampon in all night. That's really, really bad.
So most women, again, like this is coming out of straight ignorance. Most women would wear a pad at night.
nighttime.
So you're just like, hang on, wait a minute.
yeah,
I've been over here shitting on these
diapers.
for so long.
Yeah.
But honestly, you think wearing the whole period diaper is better than wearing a pad.
And I'm telling you right now,
Wow.
as someone who like hates feeling gross and like needs to be clean all the time, you don't feel gross. Like, I don't know
are you
how.
not just sitting there in your blood? Like that feels like that would not be.
No, I mean, well, because you're sleeping. You know what I mean? It's not like I would wear it to work.
Yeah.
But when you're sleeping, it's nice. And like when you're half asleep, going pee or something in the middle of the night, you don't got to worry about it, you know? And it's a revolution. And I think that if there's anyone that's questioning about this, and listen, I said this to Garage Boy, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to get some more of these diapers. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about having a fiance that wears diapers at night?
So this isn't even just like, let me just finish these up. You're now going to be a future purchaser of period.
Depends.
Well, yeah. I've been purchasing them. No, they're period underwear.
No, I just call it depends because that's just what I.
But not that I was asking for permission or like if he would have told me he was uncomfortable, I wouldn't have stopped. But I just was curious on how he felt. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
So when we're going to the grocery store, I'm about to grab this box of diapers. Like,
but it's
how
not.
Do you feel?
So these are disposable, though, right?
Yeah.
So what brand are they? Do you know what brand they are?
Was it like Always or something?
Always, and like, what would you like? What's the actual word for them? Let me see. I'll just type in Always period panty. Oh wait,
I think that's what they are.
Always Z's period underwear. Is that kind of like what we're talking about here?
I think so.
So it's like a whole,
it's like
a whole thing.
Yeah.
So Garage Boy has said he doesn't.
No, I'm like, how do you?
They're actually, I gotta be honest, they're kind of cute. Like as I'm seeing like as this one right here.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not opposed to it.
And he was like, live your life in true Garage Boy fashion. He was like, do you need me to pick him up or you good?
Has Garage
Tell
Boy
me
ever?
What size to get.
Has he ever challenged you on anything before though? Has he ever been like, I don't want to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel okay, just because he's not, and this is, I think,
it was
quiet,
me, wasn't it?
I think quiet people get a bad rep. Is it rep or rap?
Bad rap.
Rap. I think quiet people get a bad rap.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when they're not publicly loud, like myself, then people assume that like they don't like speak up anytime when like that's the complete.
Well,
like,
you guys are so different in public.
Listen, when we're at home, he talks more than me.
Wow.
Like it's him.
Because like when you hang out with Garage,
him.
like he's super nice, super cool guy, but he's just not a man of many words.
He's observing.
Yeah,
it's not even a matter of many words. He's observing and he's selective of when he wants to speak.
Like, this is how Jess is all the time.
Yeah.
I just sent you a picture of. I think I sent it to you. Yeah.
I can't see it on my phone.
Oh yeah. But this is. I'll show it in the camera here so we can just make sure. But this is basically, if you're watching our YouTube show, you can kind of see. So this is kind of the.
Yeah, those are
vibe.
it. Those are it.
That's it. I don't hate it.
They look like,
here's the thing.
They look like Daisy Dukes.
Yeah,
they're fine.
Exactly.
Well,
that's exactly what they.
Are
look
you
like.
guys?
Yeah.
Do you guys have sex during that time of the month, or do you stay clear? Wow,
Yeah.
you do that.
Mm-hmm.
I will not do that.
Why
We had
not?
this conversation.
I will not do that. I won't
We
do
did.
that. I won't do it. I won't. So see, that would be.
Let me take off my diaper.
Yeah. So that's what I'm wondering is you have to like literally just
take
like.
it off. It's just like underwear. Take
Okay,
it
maybe
off.
don't
and
say that.
I don't say take off my diaper.
Okay.
Does he have to like pull it off like a child and like?
Like, don't do that. That's kind of.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know that I would
No.
want to make love to a woman that was wearing the period diaper though. I think they're fine, but I'm just saying.
Sucks for you.
I don't know.
Guess you're not getting any, are you?
I mean,
See what you're missing. You'll never know what you're missing in these period panties, buddy.
That sucks for you.
I don't think I think that'd be a real mood killer for me. But then again, what's happening under I'm sorry. And YouTube, if you want to chime in, I know y'all get shy with these kind of topics, but like Do most couples
Is anyone commenting now?
No.
Sorry.
They don't comment on wild topics.
Why?
I don't know. I'm always like turning to him like, YouTube, what do you think? And it's like dead silence. But we talk about like Disneyland trips and it's like do most people have sex while they're on their period?
Yes.
It's so to me, it's like low-key gross, right? It's like a 4 out of 10 gross to me, but more importantly, it's the logistics of having to do it. There's no spontaneity to it at all, and like you got to go. So what do you
think cum is ever cute?
Damn.
Do you think it's ever cute?
No, but it's not like blood. Like blood is like
it literally
blood.
looks like gooey, nasty shit.
Yeah.
It's never been cute, never was cute, never will be cute.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to think that your shit is like fucking
no, but I'm
daisies
saying,
over here.
But
it's not fucking cute. It smells weird.
But that's part of the male orgasm.
Like urine.
Like you just have to.
This is part of the female anatomy.
But I can wait 5 days and just like chill.
Yeah, Felicia. You just throw a towel down. That's it. That's all you got to do.
I'm telling you.
Because sex is messy no matter what. And hey, it's preference, whatever. But I just feel like women deserve to have sex if they're on their period or if they're not on their period.
Hassan, so you've made love while a woman's been on her period, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So do you not pull your penis out and get totally freaked out? Like I literally look down, I'm like, ah! like, and again, hypochondriac. I'm like weird on like cleanliness and like stuff like that. But I won't literally. I can't do it. Claudia, by the way, says on super light days, definitely not on heavy days.
That's why I was literally about to say thank you.
Okay.
Here's the thing: most times when you having sex with a woman on her period, it's not going to be on the first 2 days because they're in a lot of pain themselves. I mean, it's probably not a lot of pain. It depends.
It helps with pain.
But like
heavy days, you'll still smash. Wow.
Also, if I'm cramping a lot, we'll have sex because it actually helps relieve pressure.
Okay.
Like I'll literally be like, I'm dying. Can you please help me?
How about that?
See me most from what I been
experienced.
No, that's not what I was saying. From what I was told, is usually the 3rd or 4th day when I have sex with a woman that's on her period.
So I think that it's probably going to come down to preference. Maybe some guys just don't care. Like maybe some guys just don't give a damn. I cannot do it. There's so many other holes and avenues we can explore that have nothing to do with your vagina that like I'm fine with, and it works.
So you're gonna do butt stuff?
You know, I don't know. There's your mouth is fine. We can just make it work and like it's fine.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Because you can get yours.
So his pleasure is more than a woman.
No, but you can't.
Yeah.
No.
Happy International Women's Day.
Okay, let's be honest. How many times do women finish because the penis is actually in the vagina versus the clitoral area?
Wait, what?
Come on.
This is different. When you're rubbing on it, and so some women do come off from penetration. Some women gets off from rubbing. It just depends on the woman.
Again, preference.
It also depends the motion of the ocean.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, but I can tell you most of the experiences
ask questions
have been women that just want to clitorally get it. It feels good inside, but it's not me that's going to finish the job. It's not me. I'm not here to knock it out for you.
I think it's personal preference.
That's sad if you're not finishing the job. So you're telling me you're not rubbing if they're don't like
good morning, Veronica.
And then literally Veronica's like, hey, good morning. She's like, I want nothing to do with this conversation whatsoever.
Sorry,
hey, Veronica. Good morning.
So you telling me like, so if she doesn't get off from penetration, you don't rub it?
No, I will. That's what I'm saying. Like things can be done externally that will get you there probably faster than will get you there internally. So like if you shut down the inside for a minute, we got a mouth, we got a clit, like we're good to go over here.
So would you rub her?
Yeah.
Even on her period?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I'll
stay. So we have this conversation, Kramer.
I'll stay outside all day. And hi to Denise as well. We were going to talk about. I think we talked enough about sex today, though. We'll save it for next week. We have a whole nother conversation about partners. But are y'all good with stopping here? Everybody feel like this has been a sufficient enough podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for listening to Kramer and Jess Uncensored. We appreciate you so much. There's a lot of ways to get us. Jess, where we find you?
Just do it. JESSDUITT on social and my podcast Low Key.
Hassan, our producer. Where do we find you?
You can find me at StanWilly2 on social media platforms.
And then you can find me at That Guy Kramer and let us know. Now y'all want to talk about now we got comments coming in. Now y'all want to talk. You can get us too at Kramer and Jess on Instagram. We'll come back next week and kind of wrap up this conversation. Love y'all. Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye, YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Bye.